again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music. Today we're doing more video game music. This week I've been kind of taking it easy. I'm trying to do some songs from some games I already know and just share some things that I love with you, and I hope you're here for it. So I appreciate you every time you choose to spend a little bit of time here with me. Let's check out the song. What are we listening to? Scorched Queen. We're going to listen to Scorched Queen from the game Against the Storm. The composer is Mikołaj Kurpios, and I don't know if that was the right way to say that, but hey, here we are. Against the Storm original soundtrack, 2021. This game has been in early access and is now fully released on Steam. It said it's 1.0 stage, or I think it may be on 1.1 now. There's been some more patches, but I've been playing this game in early access, and it's a blast. I keep coming back to it. It's a 4x4, city builder type game, but it's got a whole different spin on that. It's not Sim City. It's not anything like that. So we'll talk more about it as we go. This is going to be a massive change from the last song on the channel, but hey, let's do it. Scorched Queen from Against the Storm. And now I'm always listening to this music from this game while playing and while trying to manage a little encampment. So I haven't really laser focused on the music before. But of course I did listen to little clips to figure out which song I was going to do here for you. So the thing about Against the Storm is that the world that you're building in is brutally hostile. You have an encampment with several different races in it. You'll have humans, maybe beavers, maybe harpies, maybe lizard people. There's some others that you unlock and whatnot, but you'll have a limited number of those. You don't ever have all of them. And you're carving out a settlement. You have a little starting area, and then you go and you explore and find glades. You chop down the trees, because you need wood. And then you'll open up these new areas. And this song, to me, is that. You've got this, this note here. I'm not harmonizing, but you've got these kind of big old whole notes, right? Coming in, and it's just kind of this burgeoning horizon. You break through the tree line, and there's this whole new glade with a whole new set of resources and a whole new set of threats, and it is intense, man. And so unlike a game like Sim City or any of the city builder games, you're developing the settlement and you're doing it over and over. You go to a new area and you're trying to get a settlement established and deal with these limited resources in this very, very interesting way to meet an objective, and then you're out and you've got to go start another settlement. You're pushing further into the hostile unknown. It's so cool. And I didn't say a word about the music. I'm sorry. What I love about the music in this game, though, is the instrumentation. It's it actually, I'm watching. I hurt my wrist the other day, using resistance bands, and so I was laying in bed watching some TV, which is something I never do. So I started watching this show called Fog Hill of Five Elements, which is a Chinese anime, Donghua, I believe is the term. And it's a really cool show so far, but it's, thoroughly Chinese. And the soundtrack to this game, to me, sounds very Chinese in its composition, in its sound font, if you want to use that term. The instrumentation, the kind of swelling and fading, it just fits right into that with me. I mean, it's not the same instrumentation as something like you know, okami, which I guess that's Japanese, but um, it's just so cool, man. And playing the game, you kind of have this. Everything is seasons. Okay, so you've got a sunny period, and then you'll have storms. And when there's storms, the morale of all of your different races are affected. They're pushed down, and you collect resources. You collect water from the storm, but it's extremely hard on your citizens, and so it's just a very oppressive. Like you're trying, and you saw the art, while we were listening. It's a very oppressive environment. I play on like the easiest difficulty because it's very hard, and it's like they're just trying to survive. And this song, it's called Scorched Queen. You're trying to please this kind of like disembodied queen ruler. I don't fully remember all the lore stuff, but it's like you're always under her gaze too, and trying to produce enough and satisfy her requests so that you can complete that area and move on to the next even more difficult area. So it's really really interesting and unique, and unlike any other 4x4 game I've played. So or 4X game, I guess I should say. But I hope you enjoyed that. It's just so cool, and the more you play it, the more addicted to the soundtrack you get. So it's another game I strongly recommend checking out. Watch a couple of videos and whatnot, but it's the completely different way that every single settlement plays out based on the modifiers and the storms and the things you encounter as you break through to a new glade through the trees, and trying to balance the oppressive factors with your exploration, your ability to deal with what you might discover. It's so cool. It's so cool. And yeah, I think that song is a perfect representation of that. So really, I did talk about the song the whole time. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed listening to that with me. I always enjoy it when you choose to spend your time here listening to music in this green room that I work in. And until the next time, I'll just part with my usual notes here. I've got Buy Me a Coffee and Paragraph. They're two different ways to support the channel. Each are different. Each work their own way. If you want to request a song, something like that, that is the way to do that. If you've made a request already, I am going to get back to it. I'm just taking it easy this week. And if you'd like to hear another incredible song, I'm going to pick out something just for you, and it's going to be over here. I'm going to get better at this someday. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world.